This UTR Media presentation is sponsored by Vision Trust, serving at-risk children around the world since 1997. More info at visiontrust.org. Hey, I'm Dave Trout with UTR Media, and thanks for joining us for the Backyard Concerts. And we are in the backyard right now of Don and Lori Chaffer. And
What?
yes, thanks guys for joining us. This is so cool.
I appreciate you for saying our name right.
Oh,
Chaffer.
yes, you know, that is important. And I have a confession to make. I am on a personal quest to become Don and Lori Chaffer's friend.
Man,
We're into it.
There's not much quest to that. Just
okay.
come on over.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Anytime.
you guys are great.
Well, with the mask.
Yes, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Just have really always respected you guys as artists, as musicians, and I mean, just fantastic people and parents too. But I think the very first time I saw you play live was at a Hutchmoot. It would have been like 10 or 11 years ago.
Wow.
And it was probably the first time you guys played at Hutchmoot.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Somewhere back in the day. And since then, we've done shows together in Escape to the Lake and various stuff, which has been awesome. And it's been great to connect with you since we have moved to Nashville, too. And you guys just in the year 2020 released a new album called Tandem.
Yep.
Like, when does the creative output slow down? It seems like you guys just are always churning out songs and plays and books and poems, and I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't really. It's a compulsion.
It is, and it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to live with, I think, for them. So you've really touched on a nerve.
You really have.
Well, I guess we're the benefactors of your creative output, so it's great. All right, well, let's enjoy the music of Waterdeep.
All right.
And this is our daughter, Ruby, who is joining
Chaffer.
us on this song. She sang on this song on the record.
Yep. And this is a song about kind of the man, if the man doesn't know your name.
Yeah, that's good.
That.
I like it. This is a song about the man. Stick it to the maniosis.
Stick it to the maniosis.
Yeah, I think that's, forget it. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, school.
You're a cardboard sign. You're the back of the line. You're a bratty little kid. Yeah, everybody knows what your mama did. Your thrift store shoes. Your makeup on a bruise. You're the man at the checkout. You're the one they talk about, but they don't even know your name. They don't even know your name. You're the trouble you're in. You're the color of your skin. They got faith and you got doubt. Fought a war they forgot about. They say don't make a scene and don't cause a fuss. Just go take a seat at the back of the bus. 'Cause they don't even know your name. You know you're a burning flame. You don't have to play their game. 'Cause they don't even know your name. Know your name, know your name, know your name. Can't swim in the deep end. Here every other weekend you told the truth and no one heard. You wouldn't listen to a single word. They say stop making waves, learn to fall in line. And if anyone asks, you say you're doing just fine. 'Cause they don't even know your name. You know you're a burning flame. You don't have to play their game. You don't have to play their game. 'Cause they don't even know your name. Know your name, know your name, know your name. Oh,
Ruby.
Thanks, Ruby.
Yeah, I just set it on the ground, I suppose.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ruby Chaffer.
Yeah. That's our daughter. Thanks,
She's
Ruby.
rocking it.
And we're using, papers and such because we don't know any of our songs because
how
we've
we
been in
do.
a global pandemic for the last 4 months, like some of you.
Just a
And I'm looking at
few
you
out there.
right there. And I'm changing guitars, so there's that. But I got to
was
go
doing
this
that,
way.
And I'm going to capo. We're going to tell you everything we're doing, even maybe our thoughts and dreams.
I just realized that. Can you pull that out?
Yep.
This is going to be a lot louder than the last one.
FYI.
Yep. All sorts of surprises happening. And I lost my capo.
Oh, I have an extra one.
Well, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
That's probably the one that
You
I
want
had.
some
Yeah.
lip gloss?
No thanks. Okay, so this next one's called Half of My Time.
Okay,
Other than being out of tune, is that sounding all right? So this next one's called Half of My Time. It's kind of your standard midlife crisis / death of Absalom / Solomon has too many wives / listen to Martin Sheen on a podcast with Krista Tippett song.
as you do.
It's, it was probably stream of consciousness
A
originally.
mashup, if you will.
A mashup of various for some things. I don't know what it is. And I think we'll remember how to play this one.
Maybe.
You're welcome.
We'll see.
Professionalism to the stage, courtesy of Waterdeep, once again. We've made a career of this crap. All right.
Our neighbor is having
Oh, yeah.
friends over. Sorry.
They
This is
look
a
like they were-
distraction.
Yeah.
Living it up. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Be here all week. Try the veal. Tip your waiters and bartenders. Spend half of my time tilting at windmills, baking up pies, making up lies, gaping like regular people do over the freaks at the fair. And half of my time pounding on all those who wouldn't go forward. Now don't tell me your words any better than Absalom's, taken in war by the tangles of his flowing hair. Oh, Absalom, Absalom, son of my heart, your foolishness went out and tore you apart, like lions who lounge in the blood of their prey. Once your pride was roaring, you were carried away, and by now I just figured I'd have perished in battle. My armor was thin and my feet barely shod. My hands both too bloody were tried and found wanting, unworthy to lay even one brick for the house of my God. Oh, we all want what we want at all times and always. Oh, how can we count the unnameable number of all of our days? Oh, we're fighting that clock that's ticking with whatever's left of our prime. Oh, imagine that you had to do what you do with just half of the time. Spent half of my time chasing the white whale while sunsets and dumb bets give what everything young gets half the attention they really deserve to receive. That's half of my time sipping elixirs, mingling with fixers, missing the birth of my children. And still when I try in my mind's eye to see it, it's something that I can't conceive. Your mother once told me that when you were born. She passed out from losing so much of her blood, while the midwives were stirring and frantically panicking. She saw you there in a field full of mud. She ran up to greet you, to finally meet you. You were already swaddled in a wild waiting game. The crown on your head, she was halfway to dead by the time you first heard her lips whisper your name. Oh, we all want what we want at all times and always. Oh, how can we count the unnameable number of all of our days? Oh, we're fighting that clock that's ticking with whatever's left of our prime. Oh, imagine that you had to do what you do with just half of the time. Open your eyes, start counting the stars. They're just past the bars they put on your window, the ones meant to tell you they need to jail cell you, but they don't know what you're even in for. Vanity, vanity, all this is vanity, so says the teacher with wives by the score, who still can recall when his father had fallen and saw his dead brother's name to the floor. And every child knows it, the spirit that chose it has hidden a secret down deep in their heart, and no one can figure out how to lure it out except the soul where it first washed ashore. Oh, we all want what we want at all times and always. Oh, how can we count the unnameable number of all of our days? Oh, we're fighting that clock that's ticking with whatever's left of our prime. And oh, imagine that you had to do what you do with just half of the time.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks, Dave.
as someone who is squarely in midlife, wow, so good, so good. Thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for inviting us to your backyard.
Yeah.
Can I ask one music nerd question before we leave?
Yeah.
Because there's not many people I could ask this of, because you are married, yet you are both individually incredible songwriters. So
Of course.
of course.
Go on.
Keep going.
So I guess just kind of from like the music fan perspective, how does that work? How do you
Great question.
Well, she'll like bring me a song and I'll say not good enough, and then I'll bring one and she'll say not good. No,
Terrible.
It's works with a lot of fighting for many
Yeah.
years, and then these breakthroughs where we do something cool.
And now we kind of just, I think we speak kind of a language now.
Yeah.
And we're not fragile most of the time.
Right.
So we'll be honest with each other.
yeah.
I don't know. We just kind of.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of fighting. I didn't mean that like that's the primary feature. We
Right.
obviously
Right.
have
Get stuff
plenty of
done.
periods where we
Yeah.
don't
Get some
get
stuff
don't do
done.
Well, obviously you get stuff.
yeah. Yeah, we're able to be really straightforward with each other, and also I think we're each other's favorite critic and fan as well, so that works out well.
And we happen to be opposites in some of our strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
So it helps. I'm like, help me in this area.
Yeah.
And he'll do the same. So.
It's just fun to kind of get a little taste of the dynamic of how the magic happens.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah,
Love it.
thanks.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks for
Waterdeep,
having
the
us.
Chaffers, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having us.
we have links to the Chaffers' music, and as well as their social media, and wherever you can find them, we're going to put that on the description of the video, and hope you will take a really deep dive, because they have 20 years of music or more, and it's worth discovering every bit of it. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll do this again next time.